Hi guys, I'd like to welcome you back to my kitchen, my disorganized kitchen, and I'm going to have a kind of a cool recipe today for you. It's not going to take much time because I've got complaints from a lot of people that my videos are too long. So I tried to make this into a 22-second video, but it's going to be a little bit longer. So let's get with it. Before I even start, though, I want to say that I had a contest last time about naming my eggs instead of dirty eggs, and somebody came up with a great name. It was called Eagle Eggs because it's R7 Eagle Productions. I thought, oh, that's clever. And so that winner is Kim HR. Kim, you might leave a comment in this video. I think I sent you a message with my email. If you give me your address, I'll send you a can of regular salted Spam. Okay, that's what you get for winning. Also, now in this video, one of my real loyal viewers has been with me a long time, called Bonnie Brown. Bonnie, that's spelled B-O-N-N-Y, not I-E. So let me go over this real quick. A couple things first. I'm going to point you up here to my clock. There's my bird clock. It's not circadian, and it won't go off now for another 10 minutes. And I'll probably be gone by that time out of the video. So I'll put a link in there because some people have been asking me, where can I get a clock like that? So I'll put that there. This is the knife I used here. This vegetable knife. I'll go over, I'll leave a little link in the bottom there. It was under 30 bucks. But what I did is I had some chives in my garden that I grew, so I chopped it up, put them here, and I'll be using that. So today I am going to use a different carbon steel pan. This is a Matford Bourget. I probably said it wrong. It's a heavier pan. It doesn't move around so much. It won't get away from you on the stove. And I like about it because it has a real, very slanted sides in here, you can see. Instead of being up and down, it's slanted, which is perfect for eggs. So, and this is a lot heavier than the pans I usually use for eggs, but we're going to do it in this pan. So the eggs I'm going to use today is a modified version of French omelet. And a French omelet has no burn marks on the top. It should be smooth all the way across. I modified the recipe for my own liking, and you can give it a try and see if you like it. Let me go over a couple things I'm going to use. First of all, I got my chives, which I showed you. I'm only going to use one organic egg because that's what I ate today in the morning. One egg. I don't eat two. So I have garlic powder. We've all got that in our cupboards. White pepper. This is from Penzeys, but you don't have to use their brand. And I'm going to put about 5 grains of sugar in it. Don't panic, all you diabetics. You're not going to die from this, okay? And then I'm using a low salt soy sauce. So a lot of you guys will say, oh, you take the salt out when you made the Spam the other day, but then you put it back in. That's true, but it's for taste. Anyway, today I'm telling you, there's no salt in this. Low salt, soy sauce, and low salt natural butter, okay, from Ireland. I guess it's from Ireland. Anyway, people say that you should use a regular Teflon or one of those coated pans for French omelets, and they say, oh, don't make it in a carbon steel pan. Nonsense. You know, I think I even heard that Gordon Ramsay said, you got to have a stick-free pan. No, you don't. This is more stick-free than the stick-free. Anyway, I'm going to close it down for a second. I'll be right back when I get this back in my tripod. All right, you should be able to see what I'm doing. I'm going to put this aside so I don't cut my fingers off. What I'm going to do first, I'm going to give it a little splash of, see if you can see this. Yeah, okay, garlic powder. The amount you put in is not measured. It's just a little bit. About that much. I don't know if you can see that or not. I'm going to hold this up and take a look in through my camera. See if you can see it. I don't know if you can see it or not. But it's not very much. This is really scientific, I'm telling you. And a little bit of pepper. That's about it. And just a dash of sugar. You'll see how much I put in. Yeah, I put it in my hand. I did wash my hands. There you go. See that? That's about how much I'm going to put in. Why I do it, I have no clue. I just like it. I think it helps. It's something else to put in my egg mixture here. And the final thing I'm going to put in is a little bit of soy sauce. This will add, remember I said low salt? It'll add a little bit of salt, but not much. But it gives it a lot of flavor, so about that. There you go. And this time, instead of my chopsticks, I'm going to use a fork. So let's get this going here. We want to mix it up real nice. It's going to turn brown because of the soy sauce. That's why. These will be the really phenomenal egg. Oops, and I forgot. I'm going to put some. Let me put some chives in here. I've been using these bowls. I think I mentioned to you before. I got some colored one coming that I'll probably use on my next video for Spam. I got a great recipe. I'm going to do that probably tomorrow. But I want to get this one up there tonight. Okay, now what I'm going to use, I'm going to stir that in a minute, but let me go back to my pan over here. I'm going to move the tripod over so you can see my pan. There you go. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the heat on. I'm going to put it on about between 1 and 2. I have a gas range. And yeah, I know that my stove is still not level. You'll see all the butter draining this way, and most of you people have already mentioned it. But I like it like that, okay? You guys miss nothing. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use two things here. I'm gonna use just a spot of olive oil. I don't mind using olive oil because this is low temperature. Otherwise it gets smoky. So I'm gonna put maybe about that much. It's about a half a teaspoon. And I'm gonna let that warm up, and I'll coat the bottom of the pan first. Then I'm gonna put some butter in with a high fat content. What do they call it? Cherry Gold or something from Ireland? It's more expensive, but I like it. I'm recommending too, if you can afford it, and if you eat like 1 or 2 eggs a day or a week, get the organic ones. They taste so much better. They're a lot healthier. So, all right, we got this here, just about done. I'm going to turn my heat up a little bit on this. I'm going to switch the oil. It's not hot enough. This pan, because it's a heavier pan, I'm going to get my other one and show you. Oh boy, where is it? Oh, I can't get it for right now. It's in the stove, in the oven, but it's a lot thinner, so it heats up quicker and it cools down quicker. This one is a thicker, probably about half again as thick as far as the metal, and therefore it's really stable on the range, but it takes a little longer to heat things up. So I'm going to turn this up to about 4, and let me cut the camera off. I'll be back when this gets nice and hot. I'll show you what we're going to do at that point. Alright, the oil should be hot enough. Now I'm going to put a little butter in. So those that like oil, you got the oil. Those that like the butter, you're going to get the butter too. So it's the best of both worlds. And you can never don't use margarine, whatever you do. That stuff will kill you. Okay, now when the bubbles start to go away, then everything goes in. And I'm going to use this little, get every last bit out. Alright, that should be enough. Okay, now the rest is what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the pan around like this. I'm going to turn the heat down now to about 2. I had it up too high. And just move it around because you want to spread the liquid all around the edge. And then I just take my, like this, my what? This is called a fork. Okay. So it's getting to the point now that I'm going to turn the heat almost on low. Then I'm going to reach over here and I'm just going to tilt this up. Just about like that. You watching this? Okay, let's get this off the fire. Bingo. It's a 1-egg French omelet. Now you can't see this. Well, maybe I'll do this. Hold on a minute. I'll probably burn myself, but I'm going to put this on the plate. Put that off the side. I'm going to move my camera over. Okay, there you go. And now, like all good French cooks, you can never have too much butter. This should look like a cigar, actually. I'm going to put a little butter on the top for all you butter lovers. And you don't have to do this. This is optional. So I don't want a lot of comments. What you put butter on it for? But that's okay. Hey, I'm OCD. What can I tell you? Now to dress it up a little bit, I'm going to put a few of these babies on. But I'm not done with what this is. So I got one other thing I want to do, and I'll be right back. I'm going to show you how we're going to make toast. Got to have toast with it. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little butter, make my pan over the top here, and I'm just going to put a little bit of butter, not much, just around the edges. Do you ever go to a restaurant and you order toast, and all the butter's in the center of the damn piece of bread? So when I order toast and they put butter on it, I'll say, make sure you put it around the edges. Don't put it in the center, but they do it. So now I'm going to move turn my pan back on to about oh, 4. I have to move this over again. There we go. And I'm just going to take this and I'm going to put it right in the center. And this will get hot. And then I'll turn it over. Now, why do I do this? If you don't have a toaster, or if your toaster is under the cabinet and you got to drag it out every time in order to make some toast, which is a pain in the butt, you can use the pan that you're using, and you save all the time. But I'm trying to save you guys money. The garlic powder, the white pepper, the sugar, and the chives, you can use powdered if you want to. I grow my own. And the butter and the soy sauce, most of us have that in our cupboard. We don't have to go out and spend money. I mean, look, today, gee, when is it, May? About the 15th of May, someplace, time right now. But it's like, everything's going up. Gas is like hitting almost $5 a gallon. All your food prices are going up. So I'm trying to show you how to take some of the regular stuff that you have around the house and make it a little bit more interesting. So I'll turn this over. I know you're going to say you should use I'm not going to grab it with my fingers. And it will turn a little brown the longer you leave it in. Just turn it up a little bit. And usually, this way I can use all the oil and the butter in the pan. I waste nothing. And this pan, by the way, is probably slippier than any of those coated pans. You see those gold ones that they advertise on TV? They're crap. And usually after 2 years, you got to throw them away because they're useless. So this will last 100 years, and you can put it in your will to your kids. All right, just for the heck of it, I'm going to see what this looks like. It's going to take a little longer, but I don't want to make you guys wait. So I'm going to take this out. I'll put it down here, and let's cut that in half. Okay, like this. You got to move the camera over again because you can't see it. All right, and then we're going to put this here like this, and this here like this. Okay, and there you have your breakfast. Now let's see what that's like. It's usually very, very moist on the inside, and it's not rough. Let's see what that tastes like now. Oh my God, is that good? Wow. So there you have it. This is Dr. Bob's eggs. I don't know what you're going to call them. It's a variation of the French omelet. Okay, because if it had a lot of dark marks in here, it'd be a French farm omelet. But a true French omelet is hard to make. But in these pans, it's duck soup. And then you could put marmalade on here or whatever you want to do it, or just eat it like that, or no butter, whatever. But there you have it, something easy, a different way of making eggs in the morning, and how to make toast without a toaster, and you'll be all set. So if you have any questions, I'm sure you're going to be comments down below. Let me know, and I'll try to answer them all. Thanks a lot for watching, and thanks for visiting my kitchen. And I have some other videos up in the corners of some of the other great cooking ideas and recipes I've created. I'm laughing, of course. Anyway, we'll see you next time, maybe tomorrow. Bye.